Hello everybody, it's the Carpetier and I'm back again with a Steven Universe vlog, and today's episode is Steven Floats. That is such a weird title, but it pretty much sums up the episode. And just like the last three vlogs, this video was made on May 23rd, so I saw it when it was leaked. Sue me, but that probably won't change the overall anything of this video, so, you know, just in case. Just a little side note, so if anything happens till then, or when this episode airs in the United States, then, oh well. So, in this episode, Steven and the Gems finally get back from all that time they spent at the barn. Easily, at least 20 episodes at the barn. And they, I wouldn't say 20, maybe like 15, but you know what I mean. A long time at the barn. Steven's so happy to see everything. He's happy to see the Big Donut, which is opening pretty early the next day because now they make their own donuts. You know, they're going to be nice and fresh, and Sadie even promises that she's going to save one for our good old friend Steven. So he's all excited, sets his alarm clock, and he's so happy, he's pip-pop jumping around, and he finds out that when he's jumping around, he jumps up super, super duper high, and he is like, what? And then he falls back down, and it turns out he can bounce around like a little floaty bouncing guy or whatever. And I wouldn't say exactly flying abilities, but he has like jump really high abilities, sorta. And he jumps so high at one point that, you know, he goes up super fast, but he falls down very slow. But he jumped up so high at one point that he's taken like the entire night to fall back down. So the Crystal Gems find him, and they pretty much just, they're like, oh, cool, Steven learned power. And then they pretty much just spend the rest of the night with him, trying to bring him down to the earth. They play games with him. They talk to him through his phone is how they communicate with him. They play games with him. They, you know, do like all kinds of fun activities. They pretty much just spend the entire night with him so he doesn't get lonely. And on his way down, Steven starts thinking about how sad he is because he's never going to get to the Big Donut on time because he's been falling all night. And because he starts getting sad, he starts to, you know, fall and not float down anymore. And he finds out, as well as probably the rest of the audience does, that his power is linked to happiness. Gee willikers, what a surprise. Why do they keep trying to play this off like it's a surprise? I think everybody kind of gets it by now, but whatever. And so he's falling super fast, and nothing seems to be making him happy, but when he thinks about the Crystal Gems, he falls down. It's because he's happy, and that makes his powers come back. So he floats down, kind of falls, and then he goes to the Big Donut, and he gets his donut. Probably. He kind of like, it kind of ends on a, he doesn't get, we don't see him get his donut, but he probably gets his donut. And yeah, this one was pretty good. It was just pretty simple, kinda. It's a really sweet episode. It wasn't anything too heavy. The last thing you need is something super heavy after all that happened. It was just nice to see Steven so happy to be home. And, you know, the fact that his happiness was linked to his powers, as everybody kinda gets by now, wasn't even that, like, ugh, this again? Much. It was just like, oh, look, that's cool, whatever. And they pretty much blatantly straight out said Steven's powers are linked to his happiness. So I don't think it's a mystery anymore where his powers come from. And it's cool to see that he's got this jump thing. Like I said, they say a few times that it's flying, but it's like jumping really high and coming down slowly. It's like if you threw a balloon in the air and when it comes down slowly. It's not really flying. He doesn't like, you know, glide around or anything. He kind of just jumps up and jumps down. And the other gems are seen doing that too. The only question that I have is there's this one part where Steven wants to fall down quickly. And so what they do is they take all these heavy objects, they take a jacket, they take a giant boat, they take a bowling ball, all this stuff is going to try to weigh him down and make him fall to the earth faster. And that doesn't work. Why didn't one of the gems just jump up and grab him and like pull him down? Is that a thing? Because you've seen it, you keep seeing like Garnet jump up and, you know, play checkers with him and jump back down, but I digress. You know, they didn't do it, so it's probably a reason why they didn't do it, but whatever. Overall, I don't think I'd have too much to say about this episode. It was just very nice. It was just a very sweet episode. Nice to see Steven explore his powers more. Nice to see us learn a bit more about his powers, and that's pretty much it. So, oh well, I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.